I hate white people. This is a phrase that I've heard many times coming from black people. If you're black, you know what I'm saying is true. This is a phrase I've heard so many times. As a black American, Hispanic American, a lot of the times I am put in situations where I feel like I'm going undercover. Since I've moved to America, I've been hanging out with my black coworkers, black friends, and I've heard this phrase uttered without any hesitation. I hate white people. And every time I hear it, I cringe. Every time I hear it, it gives me a shiver down my spine. Some people might not like that I'm making this video. Some people might not agree with my take on this video. Some people might not like what I'm saying in this video, but the truth needs to be said. That is racism. If you're a black person in America, and when you're with your friends, your other black friends, you have the lack of self-reflection to put two and two together and realize that you're being racist when you utter the words, I hate white people. The generalization of an entire demographic of people. You miss the irony in the words that you're saying. You don't realize how ironic it is that you say that you hate a group of people based off of their behavior, the behavior you attribute to the entire group, while at the same time practicing the behavior that you say you hate. You say you hate racism, but you're actually being a racist. You're judging a whole group of people based off of the color of their skin. I hate white people. You say it proudly, with your chest out like you're making some sort of point. Like it's justified, like it's right. Well, I have news for you. You're just as bad as the people you claim you hate. When has fighting fire with fire resulted in anything other than burning down your own house? I'll give you one caveat. I am not the average American. For those of you who don't know, I was born in America, but at a very young age, I moved to Central America. I'm actually Hispanic. I speak Spanish. I have Hispanic culture. I like Spanish music. I like Spanish food. I like hanging out with mis Latinos. Ya tú sabes. Ya tú sabes que yo soy un Latino, pero también soy negro. Anyways, so this gives me a unique perspective on the American racial tension, the American racial divide, because I'm able to infiltrate the group and hear what goes on behind the scenes. And I think that what's going on behind the scenes right now is very dangerous. It's extremely dangerous. And it only furthers the divide between the different races in this country. If you're a black person, I understand why you'd be angry. I understand why you feel like you've been segregated and victimized. But at the same time, I don't think it's right for you to hold hate in your heart for people you've never actually met. Look, since I've moved to America, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to say that I never experienced any type of prejudice, any type of racism. I have. It would be a lie if I said I didn't. But with that being said, I don't walk around with a chip on my shoulder blaming all of my misfortunes on the color of my skin. I think that's very, very naive of you. It's a lack of nuance. It's a lack of perspective. I think that if you want to succeed in this country, if you want to solve the racial divide, you need to look beyond race. You need to judge every person individually. And this goes for both sides. It goes for the people who are racist on the white side. It goes for the people that are racist on the black side. You can't go through life making all of your decisions, all of your judgments based off of race. You have no idea, as a person who shares the same skin tone, how many times I've been approached by other black people and told, yo, chill, Scott, chill. You're behaving like a white guy. Chill, Scott, chill. We're going to take away your black card. Jokingly. It's jokingly, but it's not jokingly. They mean it. You have no idea how many times I've experienced this since I've moved to America. I've been in America for a total of 12 years, guys. In those 12 years, I've experienced a little bit of everything. I've experienced racism from both sides. Because a little known fact to the non-blacks, when you're black and you're out of the box, When you're black and you're doing whatever you want to do, whatever your passions are, regardless of race, you will have black people approaching you and saying the most outrageous things to you. Oh, this guy thinks he's white. Look how he speaks. This guy thinks he's white. He thinks he's better than us. This guy thinks he's white. Internalized hate. But I have news for you. I don't have any internalized hate. I haven't gone through a lot of the things that maybe you went through in your life. You know, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Growing up in another country, a country where race is not that much of a focal point, maybe I haven't experienced everything that you've experienced. Maybe I haven't grown up since childhood where race is the main center of attention. I lived pretty carefree for most of my life. Never really thought about race until I moved to America. But it doesn't justify hating, because I have news for you. They're not your enemies. They're just other human beings trying to get through their life. You can't walk around through life with a chip on your shoulder. And I'm starting to get afraid. I'm starting to get afraid because I've seen it more and more and more, especially as of late. Black people have always said they want equality. But the more I look into it, the more I study the movement, I realize that what they really want, what a lot of people really want, is supremacy. And I say right now to you guys, anybody who's watching this video, that black supremacy is just as bad as white supremacy. There should be nobody trying to be above the others. We should all judge individuals by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. I hate when I'm hanging out with a group of other black people and everything that happens to them, they attribute to racism. Oh, this person's being racist to me. Ah, that person's being racist to me. Ah, I got pulled over because of the color of my skin. This restaurant, they haven't attended me yet because of racism. Meanwhile, the people cooking the food in the back are all black. The chef is black, but they just automatically assume that it's because of the color of their skin. It's sad that you're going through your entire life with hatred in your heart. Imagine going through your entire life with hatred in your heart for people you never met in your entire life. How do you think that's something good for you? You're holding yourself back from success. And for you to spread that hatred to your kids, to your friends, to your family is outrageous to me. It's reprehensible to me. I had this conversation on my stream a few days ago. I said it. A lot of the times when I hear a person who's part of a minority being racist, saying racist things, racist comments, segregating, I'll hear other allies say, oh, it's fine. That person is part of a minority. They can be racist if they want. It's not bad because they have no power. They have no power. But what they don't realize is they're allowing hatred to fester. You're allowing division and hatred to fester, and that is not good for society at all. And besides the point, whether they're powerless or not, you cannot allow a group of people to hold hatred in their heart, because we don't know what the future holds. In 100 years, blacks in this country might not be the minority anymore. They might be the majority. And if you allow hatred to fester for hundreds of years, when blacks do become the majority in the country, how will they handle that power? How will they handle that power? I promise you, if you allow hatred to fester in your community, if you allow segregation and division to fester, the moment black people in this country rise up and have power, they will be equally as bad and as perverse and as evil as the ancestors of the current white people in this nation. And the cycle of violence, the cycle of hatred will continue. This is why we need to nip racism in the bud on both sides. We need to stop pointing the fingers. We need to stop trying to find justification. We need to nip it in the bud on both sides. Lately, I have been seeing a lot of videos on the internet about black fatigue. We need to nip those videos in the bud. We also need to go to the opposing side, and we need to have a very stern conversation about race in this country. We cannot allow the internet to divide this country further. Otherwise, we're doomed. We're doomed. America has made a lot of mistakes, guys. I am not saying that we need to forget the errors of the past. I am not saying that we need to forget the grievances of the past. All I'm saying is it's time to move forward. Focus on improving the material conditions of our culture and remove the hate, because it's not helping the situation. I hate white people. I hate black people. I hate Indian people. I hate Chinese people. Those phrases should be eliminated from your vocabulary. It doesn't help whatsoever. Are you telling me that you've been offended so badly by a group of people that you don't know, that you've that you're willing to throw all of them away. You're willing to throw them all away for the actions of a few people. If you're going to do that, you're missing out on a lot. You're missing out on so much, not only from white people, but from black people as well, from all of the races. You know, that's what makes us strong. What makes us strong is coming together and sharing the knowledge, sharing what each group has learned on their own, combining those things into a much stronger narrative, a narrative that goes beyond race, a narrative that goes beyond culture, a narrative that's shared amongst all Americans. Fuck it. A narrative that's shared across all human beings on this planet. Because at the end of the day, that's what we are. We're all human beings. And for you to walk around hating groups of other human beings for absolutely no reason is ridiculous. You're part of the problem. If we continue down this path, there really is no hope for the human race. One human race. That's what we are, one human species. And if you think otherwise, you're ignorant. And that's what I wanted to say in this video. Don't be ignorant. Don't walk around spreading hate when you think that nobody's watching. And don't leave me a dumb comment on this video talking about, oh, Scott's a traitor. A traitor to what? The color of your skin is not earned. The fact that you were born white or black or Chinese or Indian or Hispanic, Arab, it's random. You didn't choose where you were born. You didn't choose what race you were. So there's no point in being proud of your race, because your race means absolutely nothing. It's not who you are. Who you are is what you make yourself, your hobbies, your passions. Don't make race govern your life. I promise you, if you stop focusing so much on race and focus on your passions, on succeeding in this life, you will be a much happier person. If you focus on spreading love instead of hate, spreading unity instead of division, you will be a much happier person. If you learn to turn the other cheek, guys, I am not even a Christian. Anybody who watches my videos knows I am not a Christian. But with that being said, Christianity has many things that you can learn as well, like turning the other cheek, be better, show them that you can bring unity through love, not hatred. But to sit here and say, I hate white people, to sit here and attempt to justify the wrongdoings of your team, of your side, because of racism, while unironically being just as racist, is both ironic and ridiculous. You prove the point of the opposing team when you're being just as vile, just as violent, just as racist as them. When you lack accountability for your actions and for the actions of the people that you claim to be part of a group with. We need to do better. As Americans, we need to do better. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I stream every single day, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. Please, if you want to let me know what you think, leave a comment below. Join our streams as well. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.